Hello everyone, Moss here. Great to have you guys here again. Today we will be going over Sage. Yay! I will try to make this guide as quickly as possible. So, I will assume you guys have already read your actions, and instead, we will be focusing on how to utilize your skills in a more aggressive sense, or defensive if you want to play that playstyle. For the beginner tips, we will focus on your utility actions, being Eukrasia / Kardia, Icarus, or your dash, Toxicon, and Mesotes, the field, circle, something like that. As for Phlegma and Numa, for now just use it on cooldown to max uptime and or save it for burst. Alright, let's start this guide now. So, Kardia is your sustain and provide the glorious healing we know and love to the person that you fancy the most. Tickling healing aside, we use it primarily for shields given when you use Eukrasia to buff Dosis and smack someone. The shield given is beefy to say the least, and I suggest using it on whoever you think needs the most thoroughly engage and retreat. In my opinion, to say that's you. Because of how aggressive Sage's kit lets you be, I suggest slapping Kardia on yourself since your measly 48k, which is the lowest compared to everyone else, will die if a dry goose sneezes on you. And only give it to your teammates if they bark for you. I mean, if they need it. Huh? Oh, so these shields count as overhealth, meaning you survive samurai LBs. However, ninja LB executions at 50% will kill you regardless. Nonetheless, it's still a good band-aid in getting out of very sticky situations. Ah yes, Icarus. Sure, the other healers have more HP than you, but you can enjoy your superior mobility option. Icarus allows you to dash towards an enemy as well as any party member within range, allowing you to dive in and out. However, like the legend of Icarus, if you fly too close to the sun, you get burnt. And by burnt, I mean you get sent back to spawn. So I suggest before going for a super risky dive in your games, create a macro to use Icarus towards a focus target. Then, while in said games before you engage, switch your focus target temporarily to a party member who you will know will be comfortably in your backline, so you can zip in and zip out.
You wanna see me do it again?
See you, chump.
Toxicon is very simple, which is great for tickling multiple toes of a gaggle of unsuspecting victims, causing them to take more damage. So ideally, use it before any engage to help decease the enemy team faster. But you can also use it to steal a kill, if you're lucky. For those who are enlightened and have more than 3 brain cells, you would have noticed the icon change from time to time. This is because the person you have shielded, probably you, had their shield pop. And this serves as a revenge mechanic, allowing you to deal 8k damage to the person you're targeting. And everyone else still gets 2k. But it's still something. I mean, if anything, it's good to still weave in between your phlegmas to do more damage. In my opinion, this is one of the more broken LBs in the game. The Sage's LB ability to apply both an 8k dot debuff to all enemies as well as a total damage invulnerability to your team members makes it busted in an aggressive and defensive playstyle. However, there are 2, maybe 3 downsides to keep in mind. Oh, also, because the LB can move twice, try to be creative with it. First, the cast action locks your character for a fair bit, meaning there's a brief window where you can get completely destroyed before your LB drops. When playing both aggressively and defensively, try to place the LB a little bit ahead of where you think the enemy will be going, or a little bit ahead of where you think you'll be going. Second, the buff and debuff is applied every 3 ticks, starting when the lights start to form a circle. Meaning, just because they're in it, doesn't automatically give the status condition. You can use this very aggressively or defensively if you're smart. And lastly, for frontline specifically, this field is only for your teammates, meaning players who aren't in your immediate party cannot benefit from the LB's protection, so yeah. Alright, lastly, let's quickly go over your burst combo stuff things. Setup is important. If you have the time, start off by applying Kardia to yourself, then proceed to use Numa and enhanced Doses for shields. The burst starts off with double weaving Toxicon and Icarus between the GCD, then using Phlegma and then Toxicon and Icarusing out. It's kind of a hit and run tactic. I find it the safest for damage and sustain. If you feel you are more safe, you can use more Phlegmas and more Toxicons before dashing out. You can use your LB ahead of time before dropping in, get that 5-second invulnerability, allowing you to remain untouchable, then zipping out, placing the LB in the enemy team for them to get the dot tick.
I am the danger.
Sweet, under 5 minutes. Anyways, that does it for the beginner guide on Sage. Thank you to all my lovely, lovely people who have became my test subjects for this video. Please let me know what job you want me to make a guide on next in the comments below, and please like the video if you enjoyed. I'll drop popular PvP discords in the description if you're interested in joining them. But anyways, that does it for me. See you later, and happy hunting, fellow wolves. Bye.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.